Hey, how can I help you?
I've got this Japanese Tekidanto.
A Tekidanto. I've actually ate at that place. It's pretty good.
I came to the pawn shop today to try to sell my Japanese World War II Tekidanto, also known as a knee mortar. It has just been a part of my collection, but maybe I could find something cooler. I'd really like to get $2,000 for it. I don't think that's unreasonable.
Where in the world did you get this?
My dad served during World War II, and he brought some stuff back that I always had an eye on, and when I got old enough, they became mine. This would launch fragmentation grenades like the ones the soldiers threw, and also a little more high explosive bombs, up to several hundred yards.
Okay. The Pacific, we saw some of the worst casualties in all these islands. I mean, they had really, really thick jungles. I imagine it saw a lot of use, too.
I would guess that this was responsible for quite a bit of carnage.
Mortars have been around for hundreds of years. They were originally used to lob large rocks over castle walls during a siege. The modern ones can throw a grenade hundreds and hundreds of yards. It's got a lot of history behind it, and that's what World War II collectors want. Has it been deactivated?
Yes, it's been demilitarized after the war. The cut here in the barrel, and then if you look in the front end, you can see that there's a bar that's been welded across there as well.
Okay, so what did you want to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
Okay, and how much did you want for it?
I'd like to get $2,000 for it.
Okay. I know absolutely nothing about the value of this thing at all. Do you mind if I have someone come in and take a look at it? I got a buddy who knows about all this stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very confident, and I think the expert will give me a very good price and valuation on it.
Craig, how's it going?
Good, Rick, how are you?
Oh, living the dream.
As always. The guys usually call me down here when they need help placing a value on an antique gun, firearm, or piece of militaria.
It's a Tekidanto.
I prefer to use the word Type 89 knee mortar. It was built in 1929. This was a very, very deadly weapon. It was highly mobile. If you look at a mortar, usually what's the main thing you'll find with a mortar? You'll find a mortar and a big, heavy base plate, okay? So you'll have one guy in a mortar team carrying the mortar, okay? And one guy humping this big, fat base plate. Well, the Japanese made it a lot more simple and a lot lighter. Guys would run up on the field, they'd get down, they would hit it into the dirt, scoop it back, would adjust an inner rod here that goes up and down, which would affect range, okay? They'd drop a grenade in, and then they would pull this trigger, and off it would go. The knee mortar was quick to set up and quick to break down, and that was really important for the operator because they could run out, they could shoot at you with it, and then when you started shooting back, they could get up and leave. Okay, so Rick, what are your concerns?
Are they legal to own?
Yes, the answer is yes, this is 100% legal to own.
So what's it worth?
Let me evaluate the piece. Let's see, first we look at the serial number, which is, well, it's 4 digits, so it's an early production piece, which makes it more valuable. Okay. I think they made about 50, 70,000, 100,000 of these. You'll see these on the internet. People will ask crazy money for it. I mean, I've seen them, oh, $5,000. It's the Japanese knee mortar. It's the only one like it. But in reality, when these things do trade, 2,000, if I was selling it, I'd ask 1995.
Okay.
I'd probably get it.
All right, you're the best, man.
Rick, it's a pleasure.
Now that I know it's legal to own, I would love to buy this. There's a lot of World War II collectors out there, and this is one of those rare items that doesn't come up too often.
Huh, I thought they sold for a little more than that.
I mean, that's my guy, and he's got no skin in the game, so.
I understand completely.
I'd give you like $1,100 for it.
That's a little low, I think. Could you go 1,500?
No, because I'm thinking that's probably, that's close to what I'm gonna get out of it. You know, I'll tell you what, I'll go 1,200 and I won't go no more. I mean, 1,200 bucks, I think, is more than a fair price. I have to retail this thing.
I understand.
You know, I mean, you can put them on the internet auctions, but anymore, it's just so much of a pain to put it on there.
Yeah, I understand. You have a business to run.
Yeah, so.
1,300.
I'll meet you in the middle at 1250. I mean, there's just not a lot of money here, you know?
Sold.
Okay. I'll meet you right over there, and I'll write you up.
Sounds good. I'm comfortable with the $1,250. I would like to have gotten a little more, but I can use that money well in my collection, and I think that they got a very good piece.